There's this rumor that one time that Jay got on the stand or whatever, and they asked him, would you be responsible for Beans? And he said no.
Yeah.
That's the truth?
Absolute truth.
What was going through your mind?
All right, put it like this. Rockefeller Records was the only thing that I've ever been a part of that I thought was honest.
This is dope. This is ill. Yeah.
Like, niggas really fucked with me for what it was. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm from South Philly, so, you know what I mean? Niggas smile, shake your hand, you know what I mean? Pray next to you, turn around, blow your head off. So me being with Rockefeller, the La Familia, I held on to that. It's like I got something, and, you know what I mean? And it's like, these niggas got me. And they don't want shit from me, they just want me to do this. This music. They got me. And that's all I asked, you got me. That's where I came from. I never looked at me having a career. I never looked at the business. It was La Familia, La Familia, La Familia. We are family. All you had to do, you got me. So at that time, when, you know, I'm going to court, and we about to be on tour. We on tour. So
a whole nother tour.
Yeah, we on a whole nother tour. So, you know, I'm going for my bail hearing in the feds. And the judge asked Jay, you know, everybody's saying all these good things and all that. You know what I mean? The character witnesses, Dame, and, you know, everybody's saying, and even Jay said a whole lot of good things about me. And the judge was going to let me go, monitored. And she said, you know, would you be willing, and that's the part that people don't, would you be willing to be responsible for his whereabouts, not be responsible for my actions, just his whereabouts? Would you be willing to do that? Provide us with all the information, you know, saying that he's going to be here, there, there. And after all that good shit, and he said no. But it was like the way he said it. And he put his head down, he was like, no, I've never been crushed like that ever in my life. Cause I'm like, damn, this is my man, like, how? And I looked at it like, all right, no. Nigga, what if I had to get the fuck out of there? I'm in jail, I'm stood tall, all my shit. But what if I really needed to go? This was going in my mind.
Like, get out of jail, you say?
Like, yeah, like, bro, I had attempted murder and in the state and the federal gun charge and all this shit. The 40 years is over. This is what I'm facing, 40 years.
Right.
What if in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, what if I really needed to roll? Be on a run and go. Like, I'm from like, this my man and I love him. If he skip back, nigga, no, I'm getting my man, I'm getting him out by any means necessary. So for me to look him in his eyes and I'm sitting, I'm shackled around the waist, ankles and everything, and my man was like, no. Like that I don't even like, that fucked me up. It took everything in me not to like let one go. Like that took away a lot of shit that I thought that we had.
Right.
Like I said, Jay was on a mission.
Right.
Where Jay at now, Jay was on a mission. Wasn't nothing stopping him from getting there. And you can't let nothing get in your way. When you got a goal and you try and set a goal, sometimes, you know what I mean, you gotta do like I'm the perfect example where keeping it real go wrong. Like when I got on, like I was trying to bring everybody with me. Come on, let's go, yeah. Everybody, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like, it's impossible to do that because...
Some dudes gotta wait in the car.
Yeah, some dudes they can't even get in the car.
Right.
You just gotta stay in the crib and...
Right. Real
you gotta send some... Yeah, you gotta... Not even figure it out from yourself. Even if you got love for... You just gotta understand that when you on a mission and you handling business and you got a goal, it's things that you gotta... That take steps. That entitlement thing, that's a dangerous joint, man.
That's real.
Like me, this is just my experience. Your entitlement, and I want to say that entitlement is like the thief of hard work and prosperity and grind. Like when you feel entitled, that can fuck you up. That can fuck you up more than that lean shit you talking about.
Entitled was like the thief of hard work.
Yeah, it's the thief of hard work and progression, man. That's facts. That ain't nothing
That's
cool.
That's a meme right there, goddammit. That's shit. Never heard no shit like that. That's real.
Which goes with pride and ego as well.
That shit can lead you to depression, all kind of shit. That entitlement thing is a dangerous thing to play with. It'll fuck you up, like, in life for real, like, and...
running it down on these niggas. Sex, drugs, money, and murder, my nigga. You know how we did it, my nigga. Still be painting them bitches, my nigga. Ripping that roll and fucking your bitches. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. 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 Niggas, they never will hurt you. Niggas, they never will hurt you. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Got the tracks right, understand how to get that. Ran down on them niggas with a flip back.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Bullets Gotti. How y'all doing this morning? This live right here is gonna be about, basically this video. I'm talking about Beanie Sigel, right? And basically the interview he did on Drink Champs, which was a dope interview. I like one where he said, everybody that come with you can't go with you. And I always stick by that mantra because, everybody in this world can't come with you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't come with you. You got to be mature enough to understand that. And one thing that I respect about Beanie's interview that he did recently with Drink Champs was, it was an interview of maturity. It was an interview of a man, basically, talking about the trials and tribulations he went through. And, his relationship with Jay and a lot of things that went down during the Rockefeller days and all that. And I gotta say, it was one of the best interviews ever. Nori did his thing on that interview. I respected, when Beans was talking about, because I go front, that interview right there, man, it really, like, you got to hear Beans really, like, pour his soul out, man. Beans is one of them dudes, man. He always been one of the deepest spitters in the game. Let's get this clear. He was the deepest rap in the game. Since he came in the game, he's always been deep. You know what I'm saying? And that interview, he showed you, like, what the game is really about. And not only that, how it is, basically, coming in this game and coming from the streets. And that's what Beans was talking about. Like, I like when he talked about the conversation he had with Jay. And he was mad with Jay on the phone. And Jay had to check him. And he said, that's big bro. You know what I'm saying? And he had to eat that. Because like he said, nobody never talked him crazy. And for Jay, who big bro, to check him, he had to eat that. And that's one thing I respected. That Beans is not mad at Jay. And he even said in the interview, he's not mad at Jay no more. And he got the closure that he needed because, like he said, that's big bro. And at the time, he understands Jay now. Like he said, everybody can't go with you. You know what I'm saying? When you on your mission and purpose. And there was a lot of gems that was being thrown in that interview. Like he really was talking about, like, being on your purpose and your mission. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think a lot of cats in the industry, in the streets, a lot of dudes don't understand that you can't help everybody that's not on the same mission and purpose and don't got the same goals as you. You know what I'm saying? I like when he started talking about, like, when he talked about the relationship with Dame. How Dame actually, and I could respect what he meant by that. That Dame actually, if he, could have not humble himself a little more and would have been more like Jay, he'd have been bigger than he is. And I could respect that because what he was saying was Dame ego got him in the situation that he's in right now. You know what I'm saying? If Dame just didn't have a big ego that he got, he probably would have been where Biggs is at right now and all of them. But it was Dame Ego. And like he even elaborated on him, you know, when people thought he was down with Dame Dash Music Group. And he said he was locked up at the time. But he wasn't with Dame. He was with Jay. And then he talked about how Solution was going to be his last album. So it was a lot of gems that he was talking about basically in that interview. And if you didn't see that interview on Drink Champs, please go watch that interview with Beans, man. Because it right there is far. I would say that interview, Busta Rhymes interview. I love 50s. Mike Geronimo's was good. Cam's, Herbs, Nas, and Cormega's is actually the best Drink Champs I've seen so far. And Beans is up there. His is up there. He gotta be like number 4 for me, in my opinion. His interview was one of the best. I'm not gonna lie. That interview right there had a lot of jewels in it, man. Like the way he was like breaking down a lot of shit. And then I like when he got into like when he was talking about, you know, filling the air when he told that line. And like, it's so true that you can't shake everybody's hand. Because everybody don't got the same intentions that you got. And you don't want to embrace people that's going to snake you. So you can keep that handshake. And that's one thing I respect about Beans. That's why Beans always been my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? Beanie Sigel always been my favorite rapper since I was a little shorty. I always loved Beans. Beans to me was the epitome of how you move in the streets. Beans gave niggas the gems of how to move in the streets and how to be wary of the snakes. Jada was like that. Beans was like that. Nas, Fifth, X, whoever. That's why a lot of them dudes is always going to be in my top 5, top 10. Because I grew up listening to dudes that drop gems in their music. You get what I'm saying? A lot of these young boys, man. These rappers ain't kicking it how Beans was kicking it. Beans, and still, even when he was on Drink Champs, he was dropping them verses on niggas, man. Like, can't go this way. Like, let me tell you something. If you listen to Feeling in the Air, everything he was talking about in that record, he was going through. And not only he was going through it, but a lot of niggas was going through it. You know what I'm saying? A nigga snake you, you don't even know a nigga could set you up, could snitch on you, could line you up. You know what I'm saying? Could do all type of shit. But you got to be wary of that and keep the grass cut and stay low. And that's one thing Beans always hit niggas too in his music. So I always respected that about Beans, man. And I really like, and I like how he gave Cam his flowers, man. I like how he gave Jay his flowers. But I really like how he gave Cam his flowers because he could have said, and I'm going to keep it real, Beans is such a real nigga that he didn't deny what he told Cam. Like, you know how a lot of niggas say, nah, that ain't true. No, he said, yeah, you know, and he respected what Cam told him and how to move with his crew. You know what I'm saying? And and one thing I respect about Beans, right? Beans always had respect, always had love for Cam. You know what I'm saying? He always had, just like he had love for Jada. You know what I'm saying? He even talked about that too, the beef with Jada. Like, Beans was a front liner for real, man. If he had that Rockefeller shit on his back, he was a front liner for real. This man, you know, like he told the story how he backed niggas down. I think it was at Chelsea Down. I think it was in Manhattan. Backed niggas down. Brooklyn niggas that try to rob Kanye. He backed niggas down. Told that man rock that piece. Beans always been a frontliner for the Rock and always been a defender. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear, you know, the stories of Beans having hammers on him on tour, that's a fact. That's why Beans always, in my opinion, always been a real one. Always been a headliner, always been a frontliner, always been a dude that kept it real. But I like in the end with him and Nori talked about that versus battle. I really want to see that versus battle between Nori and Beans. Now, I'm going to be honest. Love Nori. Love Beans. Now, me, in my opinion, who I'm going to go with, I'm not going to be biased because I like Nori and I like Beans. I'm going to have to pick Beans just off for the catalog and off for the gym. But don't get it twisted. Nori got classics. Nori got bangers. Nori, in my opinion, his first 3 albums, the first album, second album, the third album he did with Def Jam was 3 of his best body of work ever. So I don't sleep on Nori. And plus, he got the War Report and he got the Reunion joint. So I don't sleep on Nori. Nori, in my opinion, is that dude. But I'm going to have to go with my nigga Beans because Beans is that nigga I came from. When it comes to that storytelling, when it comes to them gems, Beans that nigga, man. I can't take that from Beans. I can't even get mad at Beans, man. Like, if he beat Nori, even though I want to see Nori win, I want to see both win. But I'm gonna have to take my nigga Beans. I fuck with Beans. You know? So, and that interview was a good interview. You know? Real good interview, man. Please go watch it, all right? On Drink Champs right now. Beanie Sigel interview. One of the dopest interviews. Like you said, man. Everybody can't go with you when you're on your mission and purpose, man. And that's real shit.